Hiya, I'm Steve,
I'm Nathan.
and we work at the Rinascente Gallery.
There? Somewhere up there.
The Rinascente Gallery is part of a Christian charity called Renewal Northwest. Our motto is bringing hope through Jesus Christ, and we're set up to help people with broken lives and long-term unemployment issues. In October of last year, we set up the gallery in this amazing space in Meadowmill in Stockport, and we've got a vintage showroom where we sell vintage furniture, and we make industrial tables and hand-painted furniture. Manchester Markets have invited us to take part in the Summer Festival of Markets. That's in St.Ann Square in Manchester City Centre on the 8th to the 10th of September, which is today. We saw this as a brilliant opportunity, and we set ourselves the challenge of filling the huge space that we were given with about 9 or 10 innovative and experimental industrial tables. So we wanted to make a video diary to show you all that was involved in us achieving our goal. Now I'm off to the woodyard, one of my favourite places in the world, and we're going to look for some more timber and other stuff to make our table. This is white as timber in Oldham. I love it here. So what we're going to do is just have a wander around, pick up some wood for tables. We're looking for stuff for tabletops and also anything that might suit for a table base as well. This place is absolutely huge. Here's some 9x3s. They'll be good. They have been painted, but that's even better. Look at that. This is what else I came for. On the top here is 11x3s. Oh, they just started to chuck it down again. Well, I've had a real good soaking. And well, this is all part of the work we do. This is part of the process. We come here to the timber yard. I should have brought Nathan, I'm wishing I had now. I thought it was going to be a bit easier than this, but I've gone through this stack of 9x3s over there, taken each one down. Some of them are 18 foot long, and I look at each one, see if it's warped. I look at each piece of wood and see if I like it or not. Look at the appearance and that, and see if each plank of wood would be suitable for a table. And now all I need to do is get these 18-footer planks into the van. I'm hoping Wayne will cut them down to size and give us a hand. Let's have a look. We're still going to have a bit of a wander about, see what else is around. Yeah, these are the guard dogs. Isn't that great, eh? What a pair of softies. This is Anthony, he runs White as Timber. He's a great lad and he always helps us out when he can. So, yeah. Well, we've finished. I've been here forever, it feels like. We've got the van loaded up, we've got some good timber, and we've also got this beautiful frame here that hopefully uses a table base. So now we're going to get back to the mill and get this up to the workshops to dry out. Have you got it?
Open up a little bit.
So we just about managed to squeeze in all this timber onto our racking in the workshop. It's the 6th of August today, so we've got about a month for the St.Ann's exhibition. It's going to be a pretty big challenge. We've got a lot to do. We're waiting for the wood to dry out. We've got to liaise with the steel guys about making the bases and everything. So it's going to be pretty full on these next few weeks, but dead exciting. It'd be good, really. Well, the rain's back with a vengeance. This one's caked in rubbish, so we're just using a wire brush just to get all that off, and then we'll give it a clean. This is great fun, believe it or not. Isn't it, Chris?
Oh, aye. Not when I'm choking on it though.
Oh, right, nice one. Well, this one's interesting, but I don't think we're going to get this off. So it's been scrubbed, get all the dust off, and now we're just giving it a clean. And you can look at all the colours that are coming through now. This is something that we've wanted to do for a while, is just to bed in slate, stone, tiles, that kind of thing into the middle of the table. So these are 9x3s, quite hard to cut by hand. It's heavily coated in some kind of probably gloss white paint. And here's Nathan just throwing water all over the floor. This has been cleaned and given a very light sanding, still very flaky, and I'm not sure whether it'll work as a table, but it looks interesting. I can't put it here, but yeah, caked in paint, varnish, who knows what it is. It's amazing, this. And so we're going to have to sand it down, really. We're not trying to get rid of this, we're keeping all this. Right, so I've sanded it down, I'm just going to see how it comes out like. So this is turps, but can you see that colour there? So there's my 5 planks sanded down. This one's pretty smooth, it's had a 120, and I'll probably just keep going on that. I want the actual wood to, I want people to be stroking it, but then you've got the contrast really with this. And so here, I've drawn about, I think there's about 9 or 10 different ideas. We've already made a few. These are the basic ones that we show on our website. This is the one that we made for our last customer. And these ones are the new designs. And so I'm going over to MyFab to just discuss it with them. I'm interested in seeing how this one looks. And these are made out of timber. So timber with scaffold poles. So this is MyFab, just across the road from where we are. We're all in the same mill, and this is where we come to do our table bases. We create the designs, we bring the designs over, discuss it with Steve and the fellas here, and they make the bases. We'd love to be in the future welding our own stuff, but for now they do it, and they're a fantastic team. So
that's pretty straightforward and plain. I take it you're putting wood on these, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're wood basing that, and then that's just a tie back to that.
yeah,
You're going to get the strength there, you see.
Yeah.
You're going to get your strength in your legs.
here's a piece of wood I picked up from Whitehead's timber. It's got all moss on it there. It had a plant growing out of it here. So we're just going to sand it down so that you don't get any splinters in your bum. And that is going to be absolutely magnificent. Look at all that. And just again use a squidgy pad. This is really therapeutic doing this. You know, if any one of you who's watching this feels a bit stressed, you know, you can always come down in your dinner hour and give it a little sand. This is great fun. This is one table base we've just got back, a new design.
And this is a tail base that came today. It's one of our sketches. Took it over to my fab and they've made it up. I was a bit nervous about it because when you see a little sketch and then, you know, we're spending a lot of money to get these made up and you just don't know quite how it's going to look, so I think that's really impressive. I like that.
Well, we've all been away for about a week in the Lake District. We took the guys from the programme. You coming in? Anyway, so the show is in a week on Monday, and we've just been away for a week in the Lake District. We took everyone from the programme up to the lakes for a few days, and that was really good. But it just means that we're behind a bit. We've still got quite a few tables to make, and whereas a week ago I was a bit confident that we had plenty of time, now I'm getting a bit worried, especially with this junk. So we've had a good day's work, but there's loads to do, so yeah. And the guys from my fab have just said today that they might not be able to make the table bases on time, so
That's putting it a bit fine.
yeah, so yeah, so I might be sleeping here for the next week.
There's Steve just walking around seeing what we've got and organising what we need to do for the next week.
Yeah, it's Friday today, so we've got one more week to go. It sounds a bit scary, but, well, and actually yesterday we lost Nathan and the other lad. Nathan had to go on the van doing deliveries, so that was a bit panic stations. But we've spent the morning rearranging, getting everything into the space. We've got a 30 by 30 foot space, which is kind of what this represents. So we've got a few tables ready here. These two are ready. This is virtually ready. This is a stillage base with the painter's boards on the top. I really like that one. We just need to varnish the top. This here, again, an experimental table, timber, 3-inch timber, using a builder's prop as a cross beam, and then that's going on the top of that. So, yeah. This one here, I really like this one, but we've found that it's got a wobble on it, unfortunately. I was a bit gutted, but just thinking about it, hopefully if we just put a vertical post, steel post there and a bar across, I'm hoping that will stabilise that, because this is what I like, this one a lot. And this is Nathan's favourite here.
Yep.
A piece of steel, 200 by 100 channel, steel channel. Each side is pretty heavy, so, but it looks pretty impressive. So that's almost ready to go, just a wee bit more work to do on that. Nathan's in here, staining this one here. This stain is really potent. It was made by Morel's. That tub cost, I think, 60-70 quid. How much? 70 quid. It's a special grey stain that they formulated. They're very good. We actually took them a sample of wood, said this is the colour we want, and they made it up for us, but it does absolutely pong. It's really potent. We stained this table yesterday with medium oak, but I wasn't too happy with it. It was just too bright, too red and vivid, and when I came in today, just sanded it back down again and then applied I think it was a Victorian pine, and it's just given it a nice, you can't see it too well on the picture maybe, but it's given it a lovely golden colour. So we'll varnish that and That should come out good. And this is the table that we stained with the grey stain. We've only given it one coat, and that should be sufficient because it's just enough to take away the redness and to so it's got a slightly grey. Obviously if we gave it another coat it would come out more grey, but I really like that as it is. And then now this is the 4-inch table, and I've got to route out an insert in the centre for these 3 slate tiles. Well, that was a long job, longer than I anticipated. I'm cutting down to about half a centimetre or maybe a bit more for the slate tiles over quite a large area, and it's still not finished. It's taken me about over an hour to do all this with just the box standard router. And here's all the sawdust, well, most of it. The rest of it's either on the floor. I've entrusted Nathan with a brand new chisel, so it's a bit scary, but I'm sure he'll do a great job. Yeah.
I'm just ruining the work.
It's alright, Nathan, this is just
it's not like it's expensive.
an £800 table, but you can do it, mate.
I'm glad somebody believes that. We're now 2 days before the exhibition. Steve's looking very happy over there.
Well, I think we've bitten off more than we can chew with this one. This is our piece de resistance.
This is our what, sorry?
Piece de resistance. But you know, we've had endless problems with it, and now we've got the table base made, it's underneath, and we thought to well, each plank is that heavy that we were going to carry it plank by plank to the exhibition and install it on site. But now we've realised that that's impossible, so we're going to have to brace it together here, and that means this. 2 people can't carry this top, so it's just causing more and more problems.
And now
It looks impressive.
the vice doesn't fit.
It looks impressive. It's an amazing table, and at the end of the day, it's just an experimental piece. So we've done it. We've learned along the way, and what we've learned is never to do anything like this ever. It's nearly our last day for finishing. Nathan's just varnishing a couple of tables now. This is the table with the grey stain on it, and Nathan has varnished it with the new varnish that we're just trialling at the moment, and it's just discoloured the table. It's made it blotchy, and also, well, the appearance should be quite dark like this, but it's made it really pale, and I don't know why that's happened.
This is Steve trying to fix a table.
I'm not fixing it. Give over. This is lovely, this.
Anything to add, Steve?
Hello, Mum. We've done a couple of these now, and I just really think this works well. It looks like it's meant to look. Bleached, driftwood, so I'm well happy with this. And obviously some people would have it without the varnish on. You know, that's beautiful as it is, but obviously it's more practical just to seal it. This is one of our bases that's just come up, and it just needs a minor alteration to the bars under the tabletop, so we're just going to grind that down with an angled grinder. and it's good to go. Well, we've nearly finished. We've got a few days to go, and it might not look like it, but everything virtually is ready. The last of the bases have come today, so this is the one we had a problem with, so it's just been stabilised. A bit of work needed to be done on that. We varnished some of the tables. We're trying to make a bench out of this. All the chairs have been cleaned and ready to go. So tomorrow, all Nathan is got to do, because hopefully I'll be in a spa. All Nathan's got to do is load the van. So all these chairs, all these tables need to go in the van, and then first thing, bright and early Monday morning, take it down to Manchester City Centre and set up.
He leaves me the fun jobs, you see.
Yeah, that's because I trust Nathan so much. So I can be sitting in the jacuzzi, knowing perfectly well that Nathan will be finishing off the work here. So that would be great. Well, it's Monday morning and the renewal van has finally turned up. We've got the infamous Tim Bunn driving the van. Ah, oh, Tim Bunn, you are a star. What?
Where we going?
Yeah, keep going. So we've just got all this to unload, and we've got to get it all in here.
There's Steve just putting the banner up on the doors. And there's Mark, he's just ordering the bacon sandwiches.
Well, we've finally set up. Here's all our 9 tables. And Kerry and Gary from Zuzu's Petals have come and finished off the tables with flowers, books and things, and done a superb job. Here's our banner, 30 foot long. So there we are.